Hello guys, welcome to the day 3 of top 8 league. So today will be the first match for the lower bracket guys who lost their first match in the upper bracket. That is Bolozubah Kesari versus Peaky Blinders for the 7:45 match. And following that we will be having Japani cartoon versus Kurozaki by 9 PM. So stay tuned, let's have fun today. So as we see, Peaky Blinders are already in the match, in the lobby. So Arth from Bolozubah Kesari, where is Arth? Okay, that was a wrong invite, Minazu. Arey. And by the end of the toss, we have Peaky Blinders. They won the toss. They went for odd and Bolozubah Kesari even. And the toss was 7 plus 6, 13 odd. So Peaky Blinders got the first pick. Now once as soon as everyone is here, we can start with the band. Good evening, Kenny. Welcome to the stream, bro. And the moderator of the channel. That was a surprise to you, I guess. No, bro, the giveaway will start after the tournament ends. The giveaway will be by next week. I didn't want to interrupt the giveaway along with the tournament, but I will try to do it as soon as possible since we already reached 500 subscribers. And thank you for the subscription, guys. Subscribing. Thank you, guys. Okay, so everyone's in. Let's start with the band. Okay, time for blue team to ban. One and Valentina. Ballman and Beatrix. Okay, so we got we remind them, if any team picks the band hero, then they will be losing the round. So let's start. In the meantime, let me create the poll. Okay, so they're all ready. Let's start.
Your team is banning.
So technically for our 5th ban, we're waiting on the blue team. And that is Julian, okay?
Is banning.
That's a good ban, but I don't see much Julian users nowadays, and he is not being banned also.
Your team is
Faramis, that's a good ban. Really, Faramis needs to be nerfed, or he's OP with supporting the team since he got revamped. Thank you, Kenny. And Fanny is banned now.
team is banning.
Masha's being banned, okay?
Your team is picking.
Chivalry is dead.
Your team is picking.
Clint for the first pick, they're going with the strong pick. And from the Bolozubah Kesari, we got Lilia and yeah, Clint versus Lilia might work. I mean, it might work for Lilia. It's a good pick.
Your team is
And
picking.
Franco, okay.
Among the planes exists the equilibrium, which I was made for.
And we got Atlas in action with E. Okay, even the blue team has good picks so far. They have the control with group damage and good damage dealer, the marksman. He has wide range of damage which will work with Atlas ulti.
Dexter, it's our
Your team is banning.
And they got Clint, okay. So for both teams are picking so good, it's unpredictable who's gonna have an upper hand from the draft. And we are waiting for the 9th ban from the Bolozubah Kesari. The last 5 seconds. And they're going for Ling.
Your team is banning.
That's a good ban. Even though it might be hard for Ling to kill Lilia or Claude, still a good user of Ling can have an upper hand of killing them. And also since Franco's there, it might be a little back for Ling. Maybe they could have banned for
Your team is picking.
a different hyper from the Bolozubah Kesari. And in the meantime, we got Akai banned from the Peaky blinders. That's a good one, but I doubt will they go for it. Maybe they can go for the hyper Akai, so they banned it. And we got Karina from the Bolozubah Kesari, while Durat and Esmeralda from the Peaky blinders. And for the last pick, he's really confusing. I don't know which fighter he's gonna pick. Maybe Valentina is gonna be a good pick, but they already have Lilia on the team, so they're going for Yuzong, a CC plus damage fighter. Claude with support emblem, I see. Well, Dirath is going hyper with jungle emblem. That's gonna be easy farm and fast farm for Dirath. And also I see Esmeralda is going for support emblem. That's good. And let's check out this title. We have Maharashtra number 3 Lilia. GG Codefather.
Welcome to Mobile Legends. 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All troops deployed.
The Peaky Blinders leader is in the front, leading the team. And Franco is going for the blue buff, I guess, while he just came on the way. And maybe he is hooked. A nice hook by Franco with flicker, but he got her sprint to get away from that. Good game, and there goes the flame shot missed. Meanwhile, the tank and MM are harassing Claude, and Franco just came to the aid. Atlas is on the bush waiting for the ambush while Franco came in. That's not a good choice to go on Franco with Atlas. It's like a useless thing to do. Good thing avoided it. And while Lilia's going on top, Esmeralda's backing up. It's forced to retreat since they are all gathered in the top. She needs to find a way around to get back to her lane. And another nice hook by Franco on Atlas, making Atlas lose half of his life. Meanwhile, Yuzang just came into the turret and he got a lot of damage, but still look at the lifesteal. He stole the life from Esmeralda and made it half of his life. And there goes nice turtle by Droth. That was a quick one at the end. And he's going on full lifesteal. Okay. I feel like Yuzang is having upper hand, and Droth just escaped with 1 HP left while he is also escaping. And that's a nice ulti by Atlas, taking 3 on his ulti, and Claude just misused his ulti. Therefore, 3 kills for the blue team. Karina was killed as well. And the Bolozubah Kesari is ganking on top for Esmeralda, while the Peaky Blinders are ganking for the MM, which is actually good for the... Okay, that's a nice hook by Franco with the flicker combo, making sure that Esmeralda is dead. Meanwhile, Atlas is going in, but Claude just retreated from his position, so making way for the blue team to steal some gold from the turret. Therefore, that's a successful gank for the Bolozubah Kesari on the top lane. And Claude just got back with his ulti, dealing a lot of damage, and he went back to the same place. And nice ulti by E, taking out Yuzang, while Lilia's chasing her down now, even after used her ulti. So since Lilia doesn't have the ulti, it might be troublesome for her to escape from Esmeralda, while Esmeralda is dealing a lot of damage and therefore taking out Lilia out of the picture. And still the Peaky Blinders is ganking on the bottom. I think they're gonna take out the turret easily now. So that's the first turret down by Peaky Blinders at the bottom. And the Peaky Blinders are taking the second turtle successfully, while Droth is just engaging to gather the red team over there, while Atlas is waiting in the bush to use his ulti. He just gets in and he's going into the position, but he didn't use his ulti. Meanwhile, Droth is giving a lot of damage, but Lilia countered it with her ulti. and he's getting back while Franco is in the bush waiting to hook someone.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
Meanwhile, Yuzong just took out the top turret and he's forced to retreat from Clint. So technically both the teams has taken out their top lane's first turret. Their bottom lanes actually, in their point of view. And meanwhile, the Bolozubah Kesari is all ganked up on the bottom, leaving no way for the Peaky Blenders to get in. Still, Durat came in with his ulti and dealing a lot of damage and forcing the Bolozubah Kesari to break the formation, but still they are giving a lot of damage by Lilia, and there goes Atlas ulting Claude into the turret, making him get damages from turret, and he's dead now. Well, Franco's still roaming around to hook, and Lilia's waiting to back up Franco, while Esmeralda just got in and Lilia's out of her ulti, so no way for her to get up. Meanwhile, Durat just killed Karina, who got stunned or who got rooted. Yeah, that's what we can say. Who got rooted by the E's ulti.
Red team turret has been destroyed. Spree.
And the Claude is just escaping with less life, and even the burn effort was not enough to kill him. Meanwhile, the blue team is going in for the third turtle, but Yuzong is not ready to give up it easily, and that's a nice steal from Karina, taking out the third turtle, and that is the first turtle for their team. Meanwhile, Yuzong is dead, so that's a trade, like a trading turtle for Yuzong. So that is 11 for 1. The Peaky Blenders is really having upper hand and the better form than the Bolozubah Kesari. So in terms of gold, the blue team is already more than 6k difference from the Bolozubah Kesari in just 7 minutes, which will give them a lot of damages from the item. And Atlas is going in, and probably he just stuns Franco, and he saved his ulti for later use. Meanwhile, Yuzong is coming up with his ulti into Clint, and Clint was forced to retreat. Meanwhile, Franco wasted his hook on Atlas while he was in the two-soul formation, and he uses his ulti on Karina and Yuzong, making way for E to use her ulti and deal a lot of damage. Meanwhile, Lilia came to kill E, but she escaped with 1 HP and giving way for Durat to kill Lilia. Meanwhile, Yuzong is retreating in the bush in a very difficult position and successfully retreated. The blue team is taking on the Lord. I guess the red team, the Bolozubah Kesari, is aware of that because Franco is getting on the position, but the complete team was not in the position. Meanwhile, Yuzong is taking his dragon formation, going into Clint, but Clint just got into the turret, so making Yuzong to retreat from the position while he's being ambushed by Durat and Atlas and E as well, but the kill goes to Durat. Meanwhile, Esmeralda was killed by Bolozubah Kesari in the bottom lane. And look at the gold. Durat and Clint are having the same amount of gold, 6.6k, while the top gold in the Bolozubah Kesari is by Yuzong and Claude, 5.7k. Overall, they still have 5k difference, which is pretty good for them to gank on the Bolozubah
Red team
Kesari.
turret has been destroyed.
And there goes another hook by Franco, hooking Turot, but Turot is escaping and he has the lifesteal, but I guess he's probably down because Karina was in the action who can give a lot of DPS. Meanwhile, Atlas just ulted Karina and made sure she's dead, and making him escape with so less life, he helped her to kill Karina. And there goes 4 kills for the Peaky Blinders, and only Franco is in the battlefield
Red team turret has been
to defend their base. Looks like the Bolozubah Kesari is having only 3 turrets, the inhabitants, to defend their main base. In just 10 minutes 35 seconds, the Peaky Blinders has pushed it so far. And they're going for the mid turret. Unfortunately, they couldn't take it out. But still, the creeps are still near the turret and making the Bolozubah Kesari to focus on defending from the creeps. Meanwhile, Franco just used the hook on Esmeralda and it was an easy escape for Esmeralda. $18 for 5. That's pretty much one-sided game going on for the Peaky Blinders. They have the advantage. They have a good tank, but I don't feel like Bolozubah Kesari is giving enough damages. And another nice hook by Franco, making sure that Atlas is dead now. Therefore, the blue team, the Peaky Blinders, has to retreat since they lost their tank, who's gonna be in the first front line. And that's a lot of damage by Dura to Yuzong. He died in his dragon form. And the blue team Peaky Blinders are going in for the second Lord, while the red team is all gathered around ready to ambush and close enough. And nice steal by Karina using the retribution. Atlas is going in with his full momentum speed, and oh, look at his movement was so fast, and he uses ulti on Yuzong, and I guess that's Claude, yeah. But still, there was a counter gank by the Bolozubah Kesari. A turn of event right now. They took the Lord as well as they wiped out 4 of the 5 from the Peaky Blinders, which will give a lot of upper hand for the Bolozubah Kesari to take out a lot of turrets and push it so far. And we have at least 15 seconds for everyone to get back, so it will be a good time for them to finish the game if they're going with the same force of push. They're almost in, and there goes Karina in, and everyone is focusing on attacking the turret while Atlas went in with his ultimate ulti, and that's 1 HP away from ending the game. That's a close defense for the Peaky Blinders, while Yuzong is going in with his dragon form and attacking the main base, but still that was a nice stun by Atlas, defending the main base cleverly. That was really close, so no more risks or no more casual ganks by Peaky Blinders. That was really close, and they have a save for, like, we can say this is a second chance for them to get back into the game. So 23 for 10. In terms of gold, the difference has really reduced. There is only 2 or 2.5k difference, I guess, and even in the experience the difference is getting low. There goes Esmeralda and on Yuzong. He's pushing all the Bolozubah Kesari out of the bush. But still Franco's in the front, wanting to hook someone. Both teams are in their jungle waiting in the position for someone to come in so they can ambush, while the creeps are in the center of the lanes on top, mid, and as well as the bottom. So it's like a fresh start for both the teams. While the creeps are closing in on the top lane, Clint goes in to defend the creeps. Meanwhile, Esmeralda and Durat are checking on the Lord, making sure that Bolozubah Kesari is not taking the Lord without Peaky blinders interfering. Okay, the Lord has been called while Durat just went in on Claude, and Claude is escaping with his ulti and the momentum speed, and he took almost half the life from Atlas, while Franco ulti is on Esmeralda. Esmeralda is going in with her ulti and she's forced to retreat now, and even Karina wasted her ulti, so there's no way for Karina to kill Esmeralda now, or she needs to wait for another 15 to 10 seconds for her ulti to get back, while Yuzong just went into the turret and died. Poorly, I'm sorry Yuzong, that was a poor choice. Since Karina and Claude has already used their ultis, they don't have much damage dealers to support. I mean, they don't have much upper hand to support Yuzong. And Claude just got back his ulti and is going on Esmeralda. But Esmeralda was saved herself and she is defending the creeps, while Franco just came in ulting on Esmeralda. Esmeralda is dead in a second by Karina, while Atlas uses his ulti and misses it on Franco, and Karina focused on the Lord and successfully stole it from Durat. Bolozubah Kesari is really doing at the end of the game. That's really changed. There's a really big change in the game now. Looks like from the offense, the Peaky blinders went to defend the game now. While that's a lot of damage by Clint taking out Karina, the killer of the Bolozubah Kesari, and following Durat just took out their front line. So now it's gonna be hard for the red team to push. They have to wait till the Lord gets into the position. And the Lord is down easily within, I guess, 5 to 10 seconds. That was a quick defend. And Yuzong is waiting in the push. I guess probably Esmeralda knows that. Yep. Forcing Yuzong to retreat, but still Yuzong is in the lane trying to push the creeps. So Esmeralda is getting back near the turret to defend it, while the rest of the Bolozubah Kesari is gathered in the jungle. I don't know why, but they're still gathered in their jungle for ambush, while all the Peaky blenders are in their lane. Look at this, Franco and Atlas are waiting in the nearby bushes to ambush each other. And there comes Franco and Lilia with conceal and a clever flicker used by Clint, escaping from Franco's ulti. Franco's gonna use his hook now, maybe. He's gonna get the Atlas. Okay, that's a close call, a miss for the Franco. Meanwhile, look at this, Esmeralda and Yuzong are having a battle of life for a long time. And at the end, no one is dead, but Franco is hooking on Atlas. Meanwhile, Esmeralda is really having a good defense build. Well, let's check it out. She got the Dominance Ice and Oracle, of course, yeah. And Athena Shield as well as Immortality. So it's like they have 3 tanks pretty much. 3 frontline heroes, including Durat, who has the Athena Shield, Dominance Ice and Immortality, with Hunter Strike for the moment and War Axe for the attack. Meanwhile, in the Bolozubah Kesari we have Franco, and Yuzong just got 3 defense item. Yes, looks like Yuzang is going for a bit defense. Well, Atlas just ulted on 3 guys and helping E to deal a lot of damage, while Claude just went on back of E to make sure E is dead. So therefore there is no damage support from E to the Atlas ulti. So Bolozubah Kesari really did a nice job on breaking the formation of the Peaky blinders, and successfully they have defeated a nice escape by Clint from the Franco's hook. They can still defend it because Esmeralda has a lot of shield and the defense item to sustain, while Clint needs to give his best damages to make sure that Esmeralda's sacrifice is worth it. So Clint is almost down. GG killing on Franco, but he is going in forward. Meanwhile, the Bolozubah Kesari just focused on the main turret and they won the first round. That was a clear comeback from the Bolozubah Kesari. GG gameplay. GG Bolozubah Kesari. That was really an exciting game to look at because they were having a pretty hard time at the early of the game. Was expecting more kills or damage from Lilia and Karina, but after 10 minutes the match just turned over. That's an awesome comeback from the Bolozubah Kesari. So we are getting ready for this round 2. Let's give them a couple of minutes to prepare. Meanwhile, I'm gonna create the pool as well. Alright, so the red team went for the ban first, so they are banning the same bans as the last time, that is 1-1 and Valentina. So let's ask the blue team. Chin is pointing out that Beatrix is open, so since they banned Beatrix last time, I wonder if they want to go for the Beatrix since they have the first pick this round. So what Earth is gonna decide? That's Ballman and Atlas. Yeah, definitely they wanna avoid Atlas since he was being a big pain in the A in the last round. So that makes 1-1 Valentina, Balmont and Atlas. Let's make sure that they are clear of the bans. Okay, let's start the round 2. By the way, sorry about the noise, guys. The milkman always comes at 8:30. It's a daily mess up thing. Okay, so damn. So we have the 5th ban technically from the Bolozubah Kesari. Faram is for the 5th ban. That's really a good ban. I just love to see Faramis being banned because he is so much irritating guy. He can really turn the team fight as like as he want. And Beatrix is banned by the red team. they noticed that maybe Bolozubah Kesari might go for Beatrix since they were expecting that Beatrix is open, so that's a good ban by the Peaky Blinders.
Come on, Dexter. It's our show.
And following that, Marsha and Claude are banned. So for the first, come on, this is really irritating. Okay, so for the first pick from the Bolozubah Kesari, we have Julian, the OP guy in the meta.
And I will revive it.
And following that, we have the Clint again, the same Clint from the Peaky Blinders. And they're grabbing the Lily from the Bolozubah Kesari.
Your team is picking.
Louis and Franco for the Bolozubah Kesari. They have pretty much good picks so far, the Bolozubah Kesari. Bro, Grace YouTube is a boy, bro. He's a boy.
Your team is banning.
Okay, and we got Johnson. Okay, finally Johnson is in action. He needs to definitely aim for Louis, because if Louis is nearby and if Johnson stunts on anyone else, it's gonna be bad for Johnson and whoever comes with him. So maybe he needs to focus on hitting Louis with his ulti. So technically for the 9th ban from the Peaky Blinders, we got Brody.
Your team is banning.
And for the last ban, Esmeralda for the last ban. Yeah, Esmeralda was pretty good last round. She had enough shield and the Oracle really helped her to get a lot of shield.
Your team is picking.
And with the tanky build, she was able to be in the team fight for a long time. I can say that Diroth was not much effective as he was in the early game. He should have gone for more lifesteal instead of the defense items. I feel like maybe he should have gone for bloodless stacks along with maybe what is that, blood wings, I guess. Yeah, the blood wings. Okay, and we got Ruby for the Peaky Blinders, while Purple and Kupa, and Karina again for the Bolozubah Kesari. Can we see Karina in action by the early game? Unlike the last round, we only got Karina's power play in the late game. So in by Peaky Blinders, that's actually a rare and good pick also. We can just take in Louis with him, and please come on, once he finishes up Louis, it will be so good for the Peaky Blinders to take out the rest of the team. There will be not much CC for the Bolozubah Kesari. I feel like Louis will be the main key event for the Bolozubah Kesari to win this match. And of course Julian, if Julian is a good player, then he can also deal damage, or instead he can choose to go for CC, the group CC.
To Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
Both the teams are advancing in the mid. And that's a nice hook with flicker by Franco, taking out Yin. Just escaped with one less life. Thank you, Since he used the recall at the right time, it gave him enough damage, enough life to take another hit of damage. Well, Julian just came in and Franco missed his ulti, making look at the Johnson running away like Usain Bolt. But I feel like Julian must have gone too far now. He is probably dead by Ruby unless Ruby kills him faster. Yep, that's the first blood for Ruby killing Julian. She used a flicker to take the first kill. If it was a bit late, maybe Julian would have escaped. And also he didn't have his third skill, which will help him to escape a lot or deal damage. Meanwhile, Johnson and Franco are having fist-to-fist fight. Now the Peaky Blinders are retreating to their positions. Meanwhile, the Bolozubah Kesari is ganking on Ruby. And Julian went in using his CC on Ruby, while Karina just came back and did that's definite kill for Louis actually, but most of the damage was dealt by Karina. I thought Karina will be taking that kill because it was just one hit away and Karina was so close. But instead, Karina decided that Ruby is already dead and she was coming back. And there goes another kill for the Bolozubah Kesari. Nice gameplay by the Franco. As soon as he is done with the kill, he went to delay the buff, which actually made Peaky Blinders to note that the Bolozubah Kesari is taking the turtle now. And that was easy turtle by the Bolozubah Kesari. Well, Johnson just came to dash and he just retreated since the turtle has already been taken. While that's a nice stun by Purple and Koopa, and Clint just came in with his flicker. Still, that was a waste of flicker because Purple and Koopa is already so far away. While Franco again hooked, nice. Looks like Peaky Blinders is having some trouble deciding when to retreat. Unlike the last game, the Bolozubah Kesari is doing good since the early game.
Hero has been slain.
Meanwhile, another kill for the Bolozubah Kesari. Johnson. I guess Karina is out of mana, so even though he had his ulti, he didn't use it. And another hook. Okay, that's a close miss for the Franco by Lilia. Okay, Clint is probably less in his mana. He needs to get back. Well, he just got away at the right time, but still he's being ganked by 4 of the Bolozubah Kesaris, while Johnson just hit on the wall, which makes Clint to retreat back out of the turret, while Lin just went in and took Franco to his domain. Let's see what's going on, and Franco's gonna die in one hit. Meanwhile, the Bolozubah Kesari took Lilia and Clint, and the Purple and Koopa is going for Johnson, but Johnson had his passive shield coming up, so it was easy for him to escape. Also, he has to sprint, so even if the dog chases so fast, he can run faster than that.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
And the teams are waiting for the second turtle. While Clint is... Oh, nice escape by the Clint. It was sad that Franco didn't have ulti. If not, Clint would have been dead easily, but he tried his hook. Still, Clint escaped cleverly. Now they took out Louis. Since Louis is the main picture of the Bolozubah Kesari, and since she is out, it's gonna be easy for the Peaky Blinders to take over the team fight now. And they're also taking out the turtle, which is gonna be the second turtle and first for the Peaky Blinders, easy one.
Team has slain the turtle.
Okay, meanwhile the top turret is being taken by the Peaky Blinders, while Julian just came in and Karina with Julian, it's gonna be, oh, that was quick. Lilia didn't even have a chance to use her ulti. She could have used, but there would have been no use because she will come back in the less life, but she will get immune for certain seconds, but there was no time for her to use that. That was quick by Karina, and there goes Johnson hitting Purple and Koopa while Ruby is
Red team turret has been destroyed.
dealing a lot of damage, but still Purple and Koopa escaped. Meanwhile, Julian is taken by Yin into the domain and is down. Lilia is following. Yeah, Lilia is being caught and she used her ulti to escape, which ends the team fight for the moment. Meanwhile, Johnson is going in. Okay, he retreated. Franco's going in, probably trying to use the ulti, but Cloverin used his full mobility to escape, while Johnson just came in and hit on Louis. Louis is the first aim, I guess, and Louis is down by In. That's a good one. Like I told, Louis is the key for the Bolozubah Kesari to win this match. So once they take out Louis, it's gonna be hard for Bolozubah Kesari to deal any damage, because the Peaky Blinders have all this damage they can deal, even though they lack in CC, which can be balanced by taking out Louis. And In once again takes in Julian, and Julian is dead as well, and he is going in for the double kill and taken out Louis again. Louis has been killed 3 times, like so fast in the last couple minutes. Franco missing the hook of Ruby. I think Bolozubah Kesari is getting a little panicked or little tensed up because Franco is missing his hooks unlike before. Meanwhile, Karina is waiting to steal the Lord. She is a good stealer, that I know. She stole 2 Lords in the last round. And that's a legendary for In, taking out Purple and Koopa. And that was a close miss of hook by Franco. There goes the first turret in the mid lane, while Johnson is roaming and looking for a chance to hit. And the Bolozubah Kesari is still inside the turret, so probably Johnson is avoiding it, but maybe he will be coming on straight to hit, and there goes Purple and Koopa down. I guess probably Ruby just pulled him out of the turret, which makes the Peaky Blinders to go on crazy, while Karina went so crazy, got double kills, and she is finally down by Ruby. And there goes Johnson down as well. And Julian is having his fun time with the Lord, defending it alone. So there are 4 down on the Peaky Blinders. Late game, red team will have upper hand as they have more durable heroes. Yeah, feels like that, but unless Louis is out of the picture, they can have a lot of stun, which will help for the blue team to give a lot of damage. Also, Karina got the Genius Wand as well as Divine Glaive, so it's gonna be okay. Nice ambush. Actually, that was a false move by Julian. he could have targeted someone else than Lilia. And in just took in to go further. Who's that? Louis. Yeah, perfect. So since Louis is down, it's gonna be a disadvantage for the Bolozubah Kesari. Meanwhile, the Peaky Blinders just went all the way into the inhabitant, taking out 2 kills, and Lilia just died to the turret, giving the kill to Purple and Cooper. And there comes in again into the action while Franco just hooked on Johnson. Johnson is dead now, getting a lot of damage from the turret. And In just got his ulti back, and he's being hooked into the turret, and a lot of stun for them. A lot of stun for In. He didn't even have a chance to use his ulti. And Purple and Cooper is going on Clint. Clint just, he was forced to retreat from the position, because he already lost half of his life, so if he's gonna stand and attack, it's gonna be a disadvantage for Clint itself. The Lord is standing steady. The blue teams are trying to take while, but Ruby is in the position trying to stop them from taking the Lord. Well, she actually accomplished it. Meanwhile, Franco just hooked on Lilia, but that was a great escape in the bush. Lilia used her ulti to escape from the hook, and the Peaky Blinder is trying to provoke, poke the Bolozubah Kesari. Meanwhile, Johnson just went in, getting caught. Look at this, In just took in Franco instead of Louis. He actually went for Louis, but Louis used her stun, so In was called back into the center of Louis' circle, which made In to take Franco inside his domain. Meanwhile, the teams are fighting for the Lord. Karina and Julian and Purple are focusing on the Lord, while Lilia is still around, trying to delay their farm. And this is gonna be the easy Lord for the Bolozubah Kesari. The Lord is approaching on the top, while the Peaky Blinders are defending their the mid. And there goes. Okay, Johnson just escaped with all his life, while In just took in Louis into the domain. A good move and a double kill for In. Meanwhile, Purple and Cooper is trying to take out Lilia. Lilia just escaped with all his life. And the Peaky Blinders are taking out the Lord easily, while Johnson is getting ready with his ulti. He's going around, and he hit on Julian and Franco, calling up the Peaky Blinders to the action. In is ready with his ulti. And the Peaky Blinders are going in to take out the mid turret, while Louis is dealing a lot of damage, but In successfully focused on Louis, and Louis is almost dead. But look at her giving. She was keep on getting the shield to survive, but In had his Malefic Rod to go through the shields. Well, the turret is still standing in the mid lane, so it was unsuccessful push. By the end, they lost 3 of the Peaky Blinders. There was nice stun by the Johnson. Following that, In just took Julian into his domain and had him as his dinner feast. Okay, a combo by Johnson and Ian is coming to the bottom lane. Just going and striking in on the Franco. Franco just used his ulti on the Ian, and Ian has been shut down. Two shots from Purple and Cooper was enough to take out almost half of his life. Since Ian is out of the picture, it's now gonna be hard to get rid of Louis, which in result is, yep, so Ruby survives. That's not a wipeout. I was thinking it's gonna be a wipeout for the Peaky Blinders.
Turret has been destroyed.
Meanwhile, Karina just took out the mid turret and they're going in for the push, the final push. It's just gonna be the end of the round probably, because that attack speed from the Purple Cooper and the damage was just melting the main base's life. Therefore, here comes the end of Peaky Blinders in the season 3. Still, they had a good game. And GG Bolozubah Kesari. They had some hard time at the early of the first round, but they understood the game, the battlefield. They came back from the fails and they dominated the second round since the start. GG Bolozubah Kesari and Peaky Blinders. See you at the next season, Peaky Blinders. So that is it. The first round is over, guys. We got Bolozubah Kesari moving into the next round in the lower bracket. They're still in the tournament. While we are gonna start the next match between Japani Cartoon versus Kurozaki. Just give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna ping them up in the WhatsApp so we can get them online and we can start the second match. It's really taking a long time for Japanese cartoon to come online. Just ping them up. They should be online soon. Come on, error, come online. Finally. True, Kinney. We still have 2 more minutes. We will start with the band. வணக்கம் ஜோக்கர் வாங்க. இப்போதான் உங்களை ஆன்லைனில் பார்த்தேன், லாபியில் தான் இருக்கீங்க. So they're banning Valentina and And Faramis. Okay, Faramis is a good band, really. Okay, there's a lot of discussion going on between Kurozaki for the ban. I'm expecting some good bans. So Atlas and 1-1. So therefore Valentina. Wait, let me check. I still need to invite one more. It's already time, need to start. Well, I really don't want to do 4 versus 5. They should be ready in their homes. They know the matches by 9. This is no valid excuse, come on. So, Valentina, Faramis, Farakis, not Faramis, Atlas, 1-1. Any team. Okay, where did this Kurozaki member go? I guess that's Bin Laden. Okay, he's back. So let's start the first round of the second match today.
Your team is banning.
Fanny is banned for the for the fifth, technically. Excuse me. And from the Kurozaki, Julian is being banned, okay. So 2 OP heroes are being banned.
The night sky tells your team is banning.
Esmeralda is getting banned.
Time and tide
Beatrix.
wait for no man.
Your team is
So therefore the powerful MMs or Clint and maybe a purple and Koopa might work as well.
your team is picking.
Roger for the first pick, they're going with the Hyper. Meanwhile, E might not be a good choice to go against Roger.
Welcome to my castle, my friend.
Croc and Valir, okay,
Your team
that's good.
is picking.
This time, the choice is mine.
Chivalry is dead.
Your team is picking.
Clint and Xavier, okay. I almost forgot his name, Xavier. And we got Irithel.
Your team is banning.
Probably Clint is gonna dominate the early game in his lane against Irithel unless she gets some support from Croc. Are they gonna ban Atlas? Oh, sorry, Atlas is already banned, so Akai,
Your
yeah,
team is banning.
Akai is being banned.
The fire of battle.
And we got Morsha banned, okay. That might be good cause Marsha is a tanky and she can even go for hyper.
Kindness is the surest
Your team is
ruination.
I wonder where is Arun Singh, Manans, and Haz is probably banned from the channel, so he cannot. Where are these nobody fans? So we got Yuzong, Tirath, and Lolita, and Ling. Is he gonna take Ling or he's just gonna show off the skin? It might probably be a good pick if he goes with Ling.
I'm the Jade Slayer, master of pain, and the beast of vengeance.
So he's going with Tamus for the hyper. That's Kurozaki versus Japani cartoon. The first round loading. We got Tamus and Yuzong with the spell vamp, while Irithel with killing spray, Croc with the tank, and Valir with low cost. Poor Valir. And we got Xavier with the damage emblem. I mean magic damage emblem. with Clint boosting her equipment damages. And Rath of course with Spell Vamp and Lolita with Support Emblem, while Rogers with Killing Spree. Okay. Let's see how they're gonna execute their skills and dominate the game. Lolita is up in the MM's lane. Already Clint will be enough to dominate against Jiritel alone, but Lolita could have been a boost, but she came to the mid, and Grok is coming back to the mid where Lolita is. Meanwhile, the teams are gonna fight for the Lithios. And the Lithia goes to Thanos. Okay, feels like Diroth is caught, but nice escape by Diroth coming through the wall. And look at this, I am actually wrong. Irithel is having the control over Clint. Thanos just unlocked his ulti. And the teams are gathering for the first turtle. Looks like Roger just went in trying to take the turtle from the blue team, from the red team, but fortunately Thanos took it successfully, and the first blood goes to Grok taking out Roger. Meanwhile, Xavier just escaped with less life, and Roth is on the way to his turret. Nice assist by Xavier, saving Roth. The red team is actually having advance in the gold, even in the experience. I wonder what kind of build is Clint making. He's buying all the small items, basics. I thought he's going for the endless battle, but it doesn't look like it. Droth is making the bloodless axe, or probably the battle axe. And Lolita was caught in the wall of Grok, but she was saved with her shield. Now Lolita is going in with her ulti, stunning Thanos and Grok, while Roger just went in to deal a lot of damage, while Lolita is already down, and that's a lot of damage from Valier and Irithel, taking out Roger as well. 2 kills for the Kurozaki, and it's gonna be the easy turtle for the red team, Kurozaki. Though Irithel is so less in the life, Clint might get into the action. Okay, Clint was revealed by the Windtalker attack by the Irithel, so she's retreating, but she's still coming back. While Grog is coming to assist him ready, Xavier is also there in the position to help Clint. So this is gonna be 2 versus 2 now, while Lolita's on her way to make it 3 versus 2, and Xavier misses her ulti on the Irithel. Irithel is saved, and looks like Irithel is successfully into the base, while Lolita used a flicker to stun Grog and the kill.
Red team hero has been slain.
The top turret is almost down. Clint is still attacking even though he is losing his life. The turret stands with 1 HP. While Tamus just went in to kill Clint, but he is caught in the Xavier's CC. The circle. At the same time, Clint is trying to escape from the team battle. He retreated to regen. And Roger just went in and he is out now. Being stunned by the valley. While Diroth and Lolita was in console trying to engage the team fight, but they recalled it. And the second turtle is spawned while Lolita is using her ulti, but it was cancelled by Grog's movement, and Lolita is defending the team with her shield, but Lolita is down probably. Meanwhile, Roger is coming from the side. While Tamus is trying to chase Roger away from the screen, the base, and he's going for the turtle now. But he's still into the action. I wonder if he's gonna jump in like the first turtle and trying to steal, but he died, and that was a nice retribution by the Roger. Nice steal by Roger, the second turtle, the first turtle the first buff for the blue team. Meanwhile, Yuzong is free in his lane, free to farm. Clint and looks like Clint and Roger just swapped their lanes. The top turret is down. There goes the first turret for the Kurozaki team. In terms of gold, the difference is so less now, pretty much close to 0. Japani cartoon is playing so carefully, since the Kurozaki has a lot of group CCs and the damage. I feel like the Japani cartoon is completely based on the Xavier circle stun and following that Lolita stun. Clint should probably go for the Malefic Roar now, because the opponents are being tanky. There goes the Yuzong diving into the turret, and he was taken out by Xavier's ulti following with the turret's damage, and also Tamus was down. The dive-in was utter failure, causing 2 deaths for the Kurozaki team. Now it's 4-4 even, and Roger just slowed down Valid, and he's trying to get Valid, but before that he's making sure that the turret is down, and he's going in with his ultimate damage and taking out Valid inside while he is following up. He had a chance to take out Grog. Grog was lucky to get back, and he is forced to recall now. Excuse me. And in the meantime, the blue team is taking the Lord, while the Kurozaki is focused on defending their turrets. The Roth is just distracting them to keep it on top. but they have noticed that the Lord is being taken and Grok is coming into the action while Yuzong is coming in the dragon form, and the Lord was taken out by Yuzong while Grok is down by the Clint, and Lolita's ultimate was awesome ultimate really. It says for its name. She's done 4 Kurozaki players, and there goes 2 kills for Tamus, dealing a lot of damage, and he's finally got killed by Duroth. The life stealer versus the life stealer. So there's only one defender from the Kurozaki, that's Valir. He went back to regen his life. Meanwhile, Clint is trying to take out the mid turret. I guess probably he will take it out, and it's time for him to retreat. And Duroth is in the right place defending the Lord now. With his lifesteal and with that much creeps, he can sustain the Lord in the same position without losing the turret. But he's probably gonna need to retreat now, because the Kurozaki is all ganked on them. And Duroth is locked into the turret, into the wall of Grok. And there goes Duroth down. Lolita is using a stun to Grok, and the Clint arrived late. If not, Grok would have been dead. Probably. He's still in the bush. And nice check by Clint. So there is 2 turrets for the Japani cartoon, while the Kurozaki lost 1, 2, 3, 4 turrets. What is gonna come up in another minute. Meanwhile, Kurozaki is trying to take out the mid lane, while Grok is already been taken out, and he's coming back from the immortality, but making sure Lolita stuns him, and he's down. While Roger is going in, Yuzong is coming in his dragon form to deal a lot of damage against, using stun to 3 of them. That's a lot of lifesteal he's getting, and he's sustaining in this team fight. While Tamus just got in, and he is gonna be killed by Clint, while Irithel is also killed by Xavier's ulti. And Clint is just dealing a lot of damage by staying behind. He was invisible, but he's killing everyone, dealing the damage, making the only survivor Valir to retreat from the position. Now since the Grok is back and Valir is trying to come behind the Clint must retreat. Nice escape from the wall. There comes up the second Lord. Better than before. Grok is scouting the place if the Japanese cartoon is taking the Lord. Excuse me, guys. And look like Grok just went in, but there wasn't much damage because Lolita used her shield perfectly. And look at the damage from Clint. Clint is dealing a lot of damage already. He got the Malefic Rod, like I said, boy, and he's unstoppable now, taking out Grok. And going in for the bottom turret, or nope, they just stopped it for the Lord. They're gonna have a break and take out the Lord quickly before the Kurozaki is gonna come to the scene. Tamus is almost over there, and Lolita's gonna stun him, and following that Xavier stunned him as well, and that's another stun from Lolita. Looks like Tamus should have hated his life with all the stunts he got. He couldn't do anything. Following that, Irithel was like, "Oi, why did you bring them here?" Because she was killed even inside the turret. They all went as a family into the turret and took out Irithel as well. Yeah, probably Irithel would have been better off with the sprint, or even Inspire would have been better off. And there goes the middle turret for the Kurozaki. Lord is still with complete, almost full life. While Clint is dealing a lot of damage, Brock just used his flicker to go behind the Japani cartoon, and he is dealing his perfect damage, but Lolita just supported his team perfectly, and she is using the ulti now, making sure that Thamus is done and he is going down. While Valid is taken down as well, and Initial goes down. That's a clean wipeout for the Japani cartoon to take out the main base. And there goes 1 point for the Japani cartoon. GG gameplay.
Victory!
They had some hard at the early of the game. They had some hard time in the early, but still they came back with the epic combo and they took out the first round. GG Japani cartoon. So let's call up the teams again for the round 2. Thank you, Ravik. So now the teams are gonna change the side. Kurozaki is gonna have the first pick, while Japani cartoon is gonna go for the second pick. In the meantime, while they're gathering up the team, let me create the pool for the next round. Okay, one member still needs to join, but in the meantime, let's go ahead with the bans. Blue team. Looks like the Kurozaki is swapping Bin Laden with Ketchup. Okay, here come Menons. I was wondering where he was. Him and Arun Singh. So come on, blue team. Okay, probably they will be discussing here. Atlas and Dairoth, okay. Dilly Rod too. Okay, so that is Atlas. I'm just noting it down. And Roth. Red team. Band 2 heroes. Valentina and Esmeralda. So looks like Faramis is still open. I wonder if they're gonna use the next 4 bands to ban Faramis, or they're gonna take the Faramis into action. Okay, so we got Atlas and Dot, Valentina and Esmeralda. As soon as they're all ready, we can start with the second round.
team is banning.
Chivalry is dead.
We got Clint for the 5th ban technically. Are we gonna see Faramis being banned, or maybe throw the Julian again?
Team is banning.
Last time Kurozaki was the one banning Julian, so it's just the team switched, but the same position, same hero. Faramis is banned.
Your team
Okay, I was actually expecting Faramis to be in action in this match.
To live is to trick the Reaper.
And Thamus is banned.
Your team is picking.
Yeah, he was pretty annoying whenever he engaged. There was a lot of pushing from the Kurozaki team, and at least 2 were dead from the Japani cartoon. So it makes sense that they're banning Thamus this round.
To me,
Your team
fun
is
is all that
picking.
matters.
1-1. 1-1 was left open and been picked by the Kurozaki,
Time and tide wait for no
and for
man.
Beatrix in the Japani cartoon
Your
and
team is
Povius.
picking.
So that's a nice counter by Povius for 1-1. I guess they were planning for it, letting Kurozaki to pick 1-1, so they will be ready with Povius. Good game, Japani cartoon.
Among the planes exists the equilibrium, which I was made for.
A punch for a punch.
Your team is picking.
This match, I feel like Povius is gonna be up and down the whole time he has his ulti until 1-1 dies. So they got E and Paquito for the Kurozaki. All the 3 laners have been picked. The only ones left for Kurozaki are the Rome and the Hyper. They're gonna ban Akai again. So both teams filled up all 3 lanes, and both teams are in need of a Rome tank and Hyper.
My blood boils
Your
until
team
the
is
day
banned.
I die.
Balman is being banned. Yeah, that's good. Because with Povius in the team and Balman in the opponent, it's gonna be hard for Povius to stay. And Akai is banned as well, yeah. Akai with Povius would have been a good combo for the Japani cartoon. That's a nice ban from the Kurozaki.
Cast. Alpha
Your
is
team
online.
is picking.
Alpha is Hyper.
I shall succumb to my power.
And they got Kufra. And Fanny.
Sir, what's your
Nice, we are getting to see Fanny in action now. Looks like there is a lot of dash heroes in the Kurozaki, which is gonna be like a snack for Povius unless he doesn't farm good. He must go with good builds based on the team execution. Either depends on the magic penetration and magic damage or the defense build. I feel like Povius will be the key to win this match for the Japani cartoon. A deadly Povius and the Error Alpha Cyborg and Nobody Franco with Jerry Beatrix and Ray Xavier with Flamingo 1-1 is Levioke Fanny. Attack on Titan fan is playing Attack on Titan character, and Ketchup Kufra, he's gonna drop some ketchups whenever he's jumping in the ball.
Mobile Legends. 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All troops deployed.
Okay, looks like Franco's gonna help Beatrix to farm, so that's good. Cool. While Kufra's gonna help out. I don't know who's gonna help out, he's just roaming around making sure that the enemy is not there, but I guess he can see that Franco is in the bottom lane already. So no one's gonna come to steal the blue buff from Fanny. Although that's the important buff for Fanny, so it makes sense that Kufra is supporting Fanny. And a hook missed by Franco. That was a little delay for the Kufra. He should have gone a bit earlier. While the Kurozaki is ganking on the blue buff of the enemy, Fanny just went in with crazy speed, but she's been killed by Alpha. 2 kills following that. Kufra is also down and making sure that he is down as well. That's triple kill for the Alpha. In just 1 minute 30 seconds he reached level 4 as well. And looks like Povius is having a bit hard time with Paquito, but maybe Paquito would be dead if Povius has his ulti. So far Japani cartoon is doing good, and I have a good feel that Japani is gonna dominate this match. And Kufra just went in on Beatrix, while Alpha is taking out the turtle. Are they gonna trade Beatrix for the turtle? And nice use of Purify by E at the right time, or probably she would have been dead. And there goes they went like stealing the blue buff, but they got E in a fraction of a second. Meanwhile they're taking out the blue buff, not leaving it for Fanny, and Franco just wasted his. Sorry about the lag, guys, there was some issue with the internet, but it's back fine now. And looks like Kurozaki is ganking upon Povius. Well, Povius is using his ulti to jump up and down, and he just escaped E's ulti just like that. He's defending the turret now. And he needs to probably retreat because he doesn't have the ulti. Meanwhile, the Japani cartoon just went all into the turret while Fanny just killed Beatrix. Is Levi okay? Nope, he's not okay. He's been caught by Franco while Alpha is coming into the turret trying to go near him, but she just escaped. She has enough energy to use the rope now. And Kufra comes into the Franco and Alpha. Well, they're dealing a lot of damage, and Kufra misses his ulti, which caused Kufra to get back, but Xavier just secured his kill. And he is trying to recall since she is low mana. Meanwhile, Japanese cartoon is taking their second turtle and Fanny is there just waiting for the right moment. What? She got caught through the Franco's ulti who was hiding in the bush, and that's another nice hook by Franco, making sure 2 kills for the Japanese cartoon. GG Franco. Following that, Alpha is going in with his ultimate damage, and he uses his ulti to make Kufra stay on the same place, and Xavier deals his damage from the range and finishes off Kufra by Alpha. Meanwhile, this Paquito and Povius is having the battle of lifetime.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
At the end, Povius was forced to retreat while Alpha just went in with his ulti, missing 1-1. Now they're getting back to push the lane while the Kurozaki is in the mid lane. Franco just went in, missed his hook. Probably Fanny was not a good pick while Franco's in the enemy team. And there goes Paquito. Paquito's been stunned by the Franco, and there was an easy kill by Franco because of Franco, yeah. It's mainly because of the Franco. And Kufra just went in, trying to kill the creeps so he can defend the top lane, while Beatrix is still waiting in the bush for the right time, and she took out Eve while Fanny is just going in with his crazy damage and shutting down Beatrix. And that's 2 kills both of by Fanny. Now it's time for Fanny to retreat. Well, Alpha is coming from the sideways and he doesn't know Kufra is waiting in that bush, and Fanny already knows that Alpha is in the bush, and he just went in with his ulti into the turret, and Franco just tried to hook Fanny but it was a little late while Kufra is getting caught, and probably Kufra is down and Fanny is dead as well. She just went long way so Povius can't jump on him. And that's the third turtle.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
And they're not gonna take the turtle, they're going for the bottom lane where Paquito is dominating Beatrix. Beatrix is forced to recall now. She did a good job defending the turret though. Feels like no one is gonna take the turtle. While Paquito's being caught in Alpha's ulti and following, but there was not enough range for Beatrix to kill Paquito's. Instead, 1-1 took out Alpha in the meantime, and Beatrix took out Kufra in the meantime. Both the MMs are taking each kill for themselves. And Povius was escaped, and look at the damage. Nice flame shot by Povius, and that's a lot of burn effect for E, which caused her to die. Japanese cartoon is really dominating this game, and that's a poor choice of Fanny to come into the team fight while Franco was waiting in the front row to stun her, and there was no one else but Fanny near him. And Beatrix is trying to escape, but she just took out 1-1 in an awesome way. She dodged Paquito and Kufra like it's a rugby game, and she just went near 1-1 and took out with one shotgun bullet. And there goes Kufra in, stunning Povius, but still it wasn't enough. Povius is jumping on Paquito while Beatrix is staying away and dealing the damage she can. Franco's ultimate and Xavier's stun by the circle is really helpful for the Beatrix to deal the damage with sniper. And it also helps Franco to hook. And that's an easy load for the Japanese cartoon. Fanny is already there to take the blue buff while Franco tried to delay. Yep, he almost delayed it, but it's again into the circle. So Fanny gets the blue buff successfully. While the top turret is being pushed by the creeps, 1-1 is there to defend. And Beatrix and Franco going for 1-1 in case if she came pushing the creeps back. And I feel like Japani cartoon is just chasing Kurozaki away since they have the advantage in the gold. Even though it's not much, but they have 5k gold difference, and Povius just went in using his ulti. And there goes 1-1 down, and Fanny is scared of using her rope because Povius is on his ulti. Wow, that's a nice flame shot by Povius. Killing Fanny even inside the turret. The Japani cartoon is just dominating this game, and Alpha just went in to stop E's ulti, while Franco just went in to take all the damage from the turret so they can wipe out the Kurozaki. And this is the same as the first round, the deja vu feel. They just wiped out the team so they can push the turrets freely, but feels like they have miscalculated, but Beatrix just made sure, no, there's no miscalculation, we are gonna end this match and no longer extending it. So 1-1 came back with her ulti and taking out 2 kills, but still it wasn't enough for them to defend the main base. GG Japani cartoon. They just dominated the game and took the win easily. And good game by Kurozaki as well. It was an easy one. So at the end of the day, we are losing Bolozubah, Kesari. We are losing Peaky Blinders and Kurozaki from the tournament, but still they made it into the top 8 guys. So hope to see you guys at the next season and with more strongful combos and power play. GG guys. Okay, so that is it for today guys. Tomorrow we will be having the upper bracket matches between O is equal to H versus Panic. The 2 global teams are fighting each other tomorrow guys. O is equal to H and Panic team by 7:30 or 7:45 probably. And the second match will be between Greybird and the Team 9's 2 OP teams. All four are in the top 4 teams, and it's gonna be a cool match tomorrow. Don't miss out to watch that. See you guys tomorrow at evening 7:30. Bye bye guys. Good night.